Hey everyone, my name is Logan, and 5.5 years ago, I forced myself to overcome my fears and be brave and ride a roller coaster for the first time. And that began a journey that definitely changed my life for the better and changed a lot of other people's lives too. So I want to tell you guys about a kid who just recently began his journey of courage. His name is Liam, and like me, he lives in Southern Ohio and loves roller coasters as well. And we are on our way to his house right now. Hello. I first met Liam last summer at Kings Island. He had ridden a few coasters, but he was afraid of the big ones. I told him if he rode a big coaster, I'd give him a Koaster Kids t-shirt. He was brave and rode Vortex. So Liam just rode Vortex, which was his Be Brave challenge. He was really scared, but he liked it. What did you think?
The whippy loops in the hills.
Did you love it?
With my t-shirt.
Logan's got a special prize for him, and here it is.
What do you say? I want to wear it.
So Liam, just tell us about yourself a little bit.
My name is Liam. I was 9 years old in September, not to both be born in December. My favorite color is blue, and I'm in 3rd grade. My favorite coaster is the Banshee. Okay, what's the next question, Logan?
After you get off a roller coaster, how does it make you feel?
Be calm, happy, and very kind of good, and not horrible at all. So I love coasters actually.
So Liam is actually a surviving twin, and so him and his twin sister Aubrey were born 3 months premature, and so he has kind of faced challenges since the second he arrived here. And when he got a little bit older, we found out that we were really dealing with global dyspraxia, and dyspraxia is just a disconnect between a person's brain and basically every other part of their body, and some executive functioning disorder. And then finally, when Liam was 8, we took him back and we got the positive diagnosis of autism.
Well, I have an extremely big announcement for you guys. Liam watches Koaster Kids videos in his hanging therapy chair, which helps him feel calm and secure. He's learning how to live on the spectrum, even though, just like the rest of us, he doesn't quite understand what causes autism. Tell us about your autism. Like, how does that, shape your life?
It makes my brain work. You have autism too.
Yeah.
Well, if I didn't have autism, then my brain couldn't work at all.
Do you know what autism is?
It means when your brain works differently. That's autism. But I have an autism every day. When I was born, I had to get my tonsils out, so I had autism.
I'll do it to you.
Liam had actually found Koaster Kids on YouTube before I even knew what Koaster Kids was. We sound like not great parents because we really do monitor what our kids are doing on the internet. But
yeah, you just took an instant liking to
if
roller
I'm being
coasters.
honest, I thought he just found a really cute kid,
Yeah.
Logan, who really loved roller coasters and happened to always be at Kings Island, which is our home park right here in our hometown. And so we were like, this is wholesome, this is fun, he loves it, and he's really into watching this, so go for it, Liam. And he just was so drawn into Koaster Kids and the videos and all the other kids just conquering their fears and riding coasters that he became a little obsessed with it.
What do you like about Koaster Kids?
When when Logan spies on people and tells them to be right on like me today. Maybe someday I'll come in Logan's car and probably do a travel vlog.
We decided that we were going to meet up and surprise Liam with a visit from Logan and Coaster Dad at Kings Island, and honestly the rest is history, and it's a really quick history. It all happened really fast. In the 2 weeks probably leading up to that visit, Liam was continuously talking about I want to ride this. I want to ride Vortex. I want to do it. I'm scared, but I want to do it. Yeah. And so for us, we know as his parents, that's the tipping point where he becomes so obsessed with a certain coaster. He really wants to conquer it. I know he is scared, but the desire and the want to is actually there. And that's when we know it's safe and okay to push him for that. So I knew, even though he was fighting through tears and he was scared and he was crying, it was something he truly wanted to do. So I rode with him, and I found that if I talked him through everything happening on the ride itself, he would do better. Immediately pulling into the brake run, he's screaming, "I want to ride Banshee!" And so that was it. That was like the magic turning point for Liam.
Yeah, when he was on the brake run screaming, as I was with the little boy, because they weren't tall enough to ride Vortex yet, that he wanted to ride Banshee. I was like, did I hear that right? Like, you know, and he came out and he's like, let's ride Banshee, let's ride Banshee. And I remember going over and just, you know, he was just walking as fast as could be, as proud as could be. And, you know, he had at that time he had his newly earned Coaster Kids shirt and walking over there. And I remember he rode Banshee with Logan, and
All right, Liam's about to ride Banshee. He just...
Wow, you know about me.
how do you feel?
Great.
Awesome.
Perfect.
I love roller coasters. They're so much amazing. I'm proud of myself. I feel very brave, and I want you guys to be proud of me. And my last coaster at Kings Island I rode is in Vertigo. But my coaster right now I'm riding, I'm gonna ride in April 10 is Orion. Wow, this is all my stuff. I have this for when I'm growing up when I go to Kings Island. That's my paper for Orion. The tallest coaster in the whole park. We haven't coasted that. This is Kentucky. This is Darwin, Kentucky, and this will be Cedar Point.
Liam has big plans for more parks, more coasters, and maybe even facing some of his other fears. Are you excited to go to Cedar Point this year?
Cedar Point is. I can't wait to go there. I'm gonna go there like all summer. Both that Ryman Wilkin got stuck on with his grandpa a very long time ago.
Oh, Top Rope Dragster.
Oh, I'm gonna ride it! Oh my goodness, I'm gonna ride it! I'm gonna ride it! Go to probably Cedar Point Water Park. And I'm gonna go swimming, but I'm nervous. I'm afraid I'll drown underwater.
I can always like refocus Liam now. Like, you know, earlier he was just talking about like swimming, and like, you know, he's like, I want to swim, but I'm scared to swim. And it's like, Liam, you got to be brave and ride on. You know, do you remember, like, you know, it's something that he can remember, something he can like think about that's real to him. Like, hey, do you remember how scared you were to ride Vortex, and you got on it and you rode it, and then after that everything was easy, and look how far you came.
Liam is a legend now at Kings Island, and Coaster Kids love meeting him.
So if you saw one of our last Coaster Kids videos, you might know Liam, who is very, very brave and rode a lot of different coasters. So, now that you're at Kings Island, have you ridden anything here today?
I didn't rode it, but I rode Flight of Fear, Diamondback, and the Beast.
You rode Flight of Fear, Diamondback, and the Beast? Wow.
Who do you think your favorite kid in the Coaster Kids videos is?
I probably like Callie. And here I'm doing top 5. Here's my second one I love is Maddie. My third one is from the Kings Island I meted. The third one I love is Skylar. And fourth I love is Sam. And fifth one I love is Sean. All the Coaster Kids love me.
Oh yeah?
I think they love me.
They do.
Liam lights up anytime he sees another kid from YouTube and from Koaster Kids. Woo! I'm gonna get emotional. I'm really proud. I'm really proud of these kids because this world is tough. And we're talking 13, 14, 15-year-old kids. And these kids are golden, like their hearts are gold. These are special kids. And Logan has had a million breakthroughs. I know you're on the autism spectrum. That is not even like a blip of who you are. I know it's part of who you are, but it's not even close to a definition of how you act and who you are. But to have these other kids who have rallied around him, first as a Koaster kid, but now who just love and cherish a friendship with him, that's something that we can only dream of will happen for Liam. Yeah. And so these kids are special kids, and being around them, like, it truly lights up my day. It lights up my heart because these kids are really special. And Billy and Callie, like, I love them. They have stolen my heart. They're special kids, and all of them really. Tyler has been just a huge influence on Liam. His dad has just been a huge support for Matt and I, and these are really, really special kids. And we feel blessed that our son has this group of kids to look up to. They're incredible.
So we're here with Liam. We're about to ride Mystic Timber. So what do you like about this ride?
I love this ride because it has better airtime in Diamondback, but I hope O'Brien has a good airtime too.
Yeah. Let's hope so.
So I can't believe that I have rode Mystic for the first time. We're gonna post this on Koaster Kids and Be Brave Challenge. Well, I'm doing a great job this year because I rode many coasters at Kings Island. I never rode them before, but I'll ride more in April because I didn't get to ride them. And I'm so happy that I love coasters and I really want to ride coasters forever, ever, 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 ever.
Yeah, Koaster Kids has really changed our family. We, believe it or not, have never been on a family vacation. Even just thinking about that was beyond stress for me. So the boys had never spent a night away from our home. Like, they've only ever slept in their own beds, and that was just something that the time, energy, and investment in a vacation seemed pointless for us because we thought it would just be a total fail. And after Liam found Koaster Kids, we got up enough courage to be brave enough to tackle our first family vacation. Yeah. But it ended up being fantastic. The kids were great. Liam was awesome at adapting to change at a really rapid pace. And I don't think that would have happened.
No.
Or been nearly as smooth if we wouldn't have had Koaster Kids in our lives. So we are eternally grateful for just the existence of Koaster Kids, for Logan being 9 years old and watching some POVs and conquering his own fears. I mean, exactly. If that wouldn't have happened, I don't know that we would be in the position that we're in today with Liam.
Dollywood was amazing this year. We got to go on vacation. I did not like Mystery Mine, but my favorite coaster was I guess Lightning Run, Fly Hog Express. What's that? It's the Eagle Coaster, and I'm not sure what to call it. It's called an Eagle Coaster. It's like blue, and I love it. What other coasters we rode? We rode that new green ride what opened 2019 was called like Flying Ace. Driving Fire! Oh my gosh! I love it! I love it!
Did you ride Lightning Rod?
Yes. I rode it like 2 times. I'm not sure when I rode it. Mommy, I'm 3 times. Oh my goodness, baby. How many times you rode it?
Probably like 8.
What the heck? That's like a lot of times. Maybe I can probably ride it like 1,000 times.
Our goal as parents is not to change the world, to make it a better place for Liam or kids like Liam. That's not going to happen. Our goal is really to prepare Liam for what this world is and what it's becoming.
What do you think you want to do when you grow up? Like,
be a Kings Island worker!
You want to be a ride operator or something else?
A ride warder, because I can ride any coasters I want, or I can work on them to say so I can check people.
Seems like an awesome job.
So that is it on our story for Liam. Hopefully you guys learned more from him. He's really an amazing kid and loves roller coasters just like me. And just an amazing kid overall. So Liam, wrap it up.
Be brave and ride on. Be brave and ride on. Be brave and ride on.
Perfect.
Be brave and ride on.
Perfect.
Logan's a good kid because he rides a lot of coasters. I love him riding coasters. He rides lots of coasters. Sometimes he loves coasters, but sometimes he doesn't like them. Then he doesn't. It's rough. So when I ride some rough coasters, when I ride Racer, I didn't like Racer that much, but I love it. If you don't want to ride the coaster again, then I say pass if I don't like it. Orion is a blue coaster, like Vortex, Woodstock, and Banshee. But Banshee's also cool. I love the other coasters too. When I rode the Racer, it's kind of rough in the first row. It's bumpy. And I was like, oh my goodness. What the heck is the Racer doing to me?